Hello Cancer, it is Lisa and here is your March 10th to 16th, 2025 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, so Cancer, the overall message for you is the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords, all about heartache leading to new beginnings. So certain things happening that put you, or kind of, I don't want to say force you, but kind of directs you in a new way that leads you to really positive outcomes. This card can be about, you just kind of going through something either happens, doesn't work out the way you wanted it to work out, or, what you think the way it should work out. And it pushes you forward through this process. But the great thing about this card is you get to the end of the card and then you look back and you're like, oh my God, I'm so grateful that that didn't work out. And that, all of this happened because look at my life now. I'm so happy. I'm like in this certain career. It led me to this. I am like so grateful, and it's amazing because if that wouldn't have happened, I would have been stuck back there. Right? But because all of that happened, it pushed me forward, and now look at my life. So it feels like it's like going through this process. Some of you it might just be starting. Some are going through the process. And some of you may be lucky enough to be at the end where you're looking back and are so grateful for certain things that have happened. So wherever you are, just know it's a process and you're getting and moving towards really wonderful things. And then the challenge that you have this week, Cancer, is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is about, creating a flow with the universe, thinking you need more of something to move forward, or thinking that you need to hold on to something and you're holding on too tightly, right? Traditionally, it's about money, the Pentacles. But for me, it's whatever makes you secure in the material world. It could be relationships, it could be health, whatever it is, right? So it's understanding, like, it's the concept of you got to spend some money to make some money, right? Make more money. So you spend a little and more money comes in, right? Thinking that, oh, I can't take those actions because I need more money. And it's like, well, you can still take some actions and create the flow, and then the money comes in, right? So it's all about having balance with money and creating a flow with money, or whatever makes you secure in the material world, right? So love, health, career, relationships, whatever it is, all about kind of creating a flow. But with it being in a challenge, it is just that you are not creating the flow. You're having a hard time creating the flow. You're putting up blocks because you're afraid to kind of take those steps forward, right? And fair enough, you're going through this change. So this, whatever has happened or is happening, is kind of making you feel this way, right? Gotta hold on. I'm feeling not secure. And I'm afraid to kind of move forward because I'm afraid I'm going to lose the security or not feel secure. So it is just going through the process. That's all you have to know, whether it's you're changing your health, whether you're changing your career, relationships, whatever it is, just know it's a process. And the key to it is creating a flow. But you're just, because of the emotions and other things, you're not feeling secure and you're having a hard time creating the flow. So what do you need to focus on to kind of move through this energy this week? Take one step at a time, one moment at a time, right? This is kind of knowing and being okay with not knowing how everything's going to work out, not knowing where it's leading, not knowing what's happening. It's just, okay, I'm just going to focus on one step at a time. It may feel like a burden because you're carrying all these wands and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what the next step is or why this has happened or what's going to happen through this. And it's like, you know what? Just focus on what you can do. Focus on today. This is what the steps I'm going to take to move towards that security I want, that goal that I want, right? I'm just going to do that. And there's so many reasons why you need to do this. It's an amazing thing to do. Being in the now, it's where you see opportunity, where you do the most work, where you get the most done. If you're focusing on the future and not doing what you need to do today, the future will always be the future. Same thing with if you're looking backwards, you're just spinning your wheels, right? You can't go back. You can't, go back to the good old days or change things. You just have to be in the now and focus on the now and be present in the now. So stop trying to kind of figure out what's going to come and just start focusing on the now. I often look at this card as like a puzzle. You're building a puzzle. You don't have the picture, so you have no idea what the picture is. And all you have to do is focus on finding the next piece and putting that piece in, right? And then when you do that every day, every moment, and then it reveals itself and you're like, oh my God, that's what it is. That's where it's leading to. This is amazing, right? So it's just doing that every day. And that's all you have to focus on right now. I don't think, going through any process, that's what you have to do. And this could be world events. This could be other things that are happening. It could be all of that together in your life. And all you can do is just one step at a time and just focus on that daily, and it will all come together. So what do you not see coming? It is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is very similar. It's just about not worrying about what other people are doing, what they'll think of if you make some changes, or how other people are doing it. It's kind of like, okay, they do it that way. That might work for them, but I need to do what's right for me, and I need to move forward, learning what I need to learn in order to be successful. So I'm going to stop trying to do what other people do. I don't care what people think if I do certain things. Traditionally, the Seven of Swords is about people talking behind your back and stabbing you in the back and stuff like that. But it doesn't feel like that in this case. It's more about you looking over your shoulder and saying, oh, what are they doing? What should I be doing? It's more about just doing what's right for you and moving forward with that. So it can be, if it's about health, right? The example they gave was health. It's kind of like you get a diagnosis with something, which is, certain things had to happen in order for you to move forward. You never would have made the changes if you didn't get that diagnosis. Like, hey, you're pre-diabetic. Now you need to make these choices, right? You've got to move forward. So then you start making changes. You start taking one step at a time to go towards the changes. Okay, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change that. And then you get to the outcome where you're healthy and happy and your life is like amazing. And you look back and go, wow, I would never have made those changes if that didn't happen. But the only way to do it is to take one step at a time, not get overwhelmed, not, try to fix it all in one day. It's one step at a time. And you just don't know through the process when this card shows up as well, where it's leading. It may be leading to way more than you can imagine. You might just be like, oh, it's just going to, I'm just going to get healthier. It may lead you to a new job, a new opportunity. You just don't know. A new love. You have no idea. And this card is really about, you need to stop listening to everybody else, I did this to lose weight, or I did this when I got diagnosed with this. This is how you need to do what's right for you and listen to what's right for you. You've learned a lot over the years, and now it's just kind of going, okay, I'm just going to keep going forward. Every day is a new process. I learn something new. This works, this doesn't work. And you just keep going forward that way, right? And whether it's health, whether it's career, relationships, you apply the same concept to it, and it moves you towards a lot of success and much more than you can imagine. So just keep going through this process. You've got this, one step at a time, one moment at a time, and do what's right for you. Okay? Thank you so much, Cancer, for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. If you enjoyed my video, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. Have a fabulous week, and I will talk to you soon.
Be yourself. Everybody else is already taken.